Hey guys, it's Brian from Around the Campfire, and today we're traveling from Phoenix, Arizona up to just outside of Flagstaff, Arizona. So we're going from the deserts up under the pine trees to camp up at the Forked Pine Campground in northern Arizona. Hope you enjoy this video. It's going to be fun. Alright guys, let's go ahead and get the Cayenne back down into the spot here. This is spot number 10 on Loop B, right across from the lake. So I went ahead and drove the Cayenne down into the campsite. A little tricky with all the big rocks, but you know, we made it through. And then check out this view. You're right there on the water. Can you ask for anything more? Let's get this set up. I love this Ridgeway tent. Perfect for the SUV. Oh yeah. So this tent is now, I've set it up, 3 times? This is my 3rd time doing this, and each time it gets a little bit easier. So again, you know, you use it a few times and you get to know it a little bit better. It goes up really easy, and again, this tent, you can use it as a standalone, or you can zip it into the back of your SUV, and that way you have extra room. I generally sleep in the back of my Cayenne, and the last time I went camping, I was using an Air mattress that forms to the back of the Cayenne here. Didn't like the Air mattress. I'm a big boy. I need my support. So I found this over on Amazon. There'll be a link down below. You can pick up this mattress and the tent. But this is a 4-inch, or they say 4 inches, more like 3-inch foam fold-up mattress. Now, again, it's interesting. It's not quite, you know, all the way across. It's like a little single person type mattress, and it did really well, I have to admit. But it was a little firm than what I thought. Almost like I needed more cushion. It was a little too firm, and as you can see, it kind of sticks off the bed there of the tailgate. But no big deal. I'm a big guy, and my feet hang out anyway. So yeah, no big deal. Now it's kind of cool. It has the white side is kind of like a gel coat, so it's supposed to be cooler. So I just laid a sheet over top of that, and then on top of that I laid a blanket. Now it did get down to about 50 degrees Fahrenheit while camping up there in Flagstaff, and I think Flag is around 7,000 feet. So this is probably right around there, about 6,800. And one thing about the Cayenne, those Germans over-insulated this damn thing. Even with the back open like that into the tent, it was still really warm and comfortable. Now, let's check out the amenities here at the Forked Pine Campgrounds. Probably the best and cleanest bathrooms I have seen in an Arizona campground in many years. Look at this. Spotless. And it's because they come around daily and they clean. Plenty of toilet paper, clean, not smelling bad, no flies. Awesome. Well, with camp all set up, there's nothing else left to do but do some fishing. Now, the trout is in this lake here, so I went ahead and baited up my hook with some of that power bait for trout. And you know what? Didn't catch, but I did get 2 bites that were pretty darn good. So I was pretty excited, but you know, the old saying is a bad day of fishing is better than any good day at work. And that is definitely what I was experiencing this weekend. Man, but again, so much fun, so relaxing. The clouds were rolling in. The temperature was going down. It was so beautiful. Hardly anyone on the lake. There was a few guys out in boats. But man, I just threw my pole out there, cracked me open a Sam Adams cherry wheat, a couple of them, and just enjoyed fishing. And having a little fun with the camera here with that power bait. Definitely had some fun and super relaxing. So make sure you bring your fishing pole if you're coming up here to the Forked Pine Campground, because it's, again, you just walk down from your campsite and you're at the water's edge. So definitely bring the fishing pole and have some fun. Alright, I think it's time we get ready for dinner and start a fire, and let's get to cooking tonight. We are doing a stir fry. Kind of not a traditional camping meal, but I'm trying to be different, and so let's get in to making a stir fry tonight over this campfire. All right, now that the fire's getting going, go ahead and start our dinner. Tonight we are doing a Chinese type dish, a stir fry, if you will. So I just dumped in my cup of rice. I'm going to go ahead and add in 2 cups of water. As you know, to make rice, it's a 2-to-1 ratio. Go ahead and put that on the old campfire, and we'll bring that to a boil. Once it's boiling, take it off the heat, put a lid on it, and let it sit for a good 10 minutes and fluff it up, and that rice will be perfect for this stir fry we're making tonight. And I know it's not a traditional camping meal. I just had some leftovers in the cabinet and stuff for a stir fry and thought we're having stir fry. All right, next I had an extra thing, a pound of turkey hamburger. Let's go ahead and cut this open and get it going. Again, it's something I had in the freezer, so I decided to throw it in the ice box and take it with us. And it's a little bit healthier, so that's a good thing. We'll go ahead and get this situated and broken up, and then we'll throw it up on the fire and get it cooked down. This should be a delicious, freaking delicious stir fry on a campfire against the backdrop of that lake. Holy smokes, this is going to be good. Next thing, we're going to chop up some of these leftover mushrooms I have. Got a red onion. And again, camping isn't supposed to be expensive. You can take stuff you already have in the kitchen or the pantry and just throw it in the truck and take it camping with you. That's what makes camping so much fun, in my opinion. Find what you have on hand. Don't go to the store. Spend a lot of money. Use what you got on hand. Make this a fun camping experience. Oh, and those snap peas. Oh, gosh. Wait till you see the color combo in this pan when we get it all done. Had an extra red bell pepper. Kind of just clearing out the veggie tray at home. Make sure we get everything together here. Hit this all up and get all those seeds out of there. Already, look at the colors on that chopping block. Oh, my goodness. Wait till you see it in the pan. You are going to be amazed. Get these all cut up into little chunks, and we will have dinner on the campfire. Here we go. That's out. Put a little tallow in there. Get that going. I'm going to stop using any kind of oils unless it's olive oil. So get that tallow kind of burnt down, and then in goes the veggies. Look at that. Look how pretty that looks in that black cast iron. Now, you don't have to have a cast iron. You can use any pot that you have when you go camping. Just make sure it's now dedicated for camping, because it's going to get a little black there on that fire. I think we'll just enjoy this cooking. Alright guys, this is the moment you've been waiting for. Let's plate up this campfire stir fry. We'll get a big old scoop of that rice down there. Using jasmine rice, that's what I like here at the house. We'll get that on the plate. Kind of spread it out a little bit there. And I like sticky rice. Just something about it. Love it. Alright, get this going. Get it squared there. Now, get a little bit of that hamburger, that turkey burger. We'll get that squared away right there. And now, let's bring on the veggies. Wait till you see this. This delish. Alright, spread it out. Get it going here. And veggie time. Veggie time. Loving it. And sunset is happening, so I'm going to eat this up and enjoy a sunset. Why don't you guys kick back and enjoy this sunset, and I'll see you in a little bit. While we're sitting here listening to that campfire, watch this moon pop up behind the trees, behind the campsite. Beautiful, almost a full moon tonight. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Well, let's get into bed and let's see y'all in the morning. Sleep tight. Good morning, you all. Look at this gorgeous view from camp. Man, I do love camping up here in northern Arizona. Well, let's get some coffee made. I'm going to show you how to make Campfire coffee, or Cowboy coffee, depending on what you want to call it. All you need is some coffee grounds that you usually use at home, and one of these super nifty camping kettles. There's a link down below where you can get yourself one too off of Amazon, but thing are super handy. First thing you got to do is fill it with water to about right below the spout right there. You can kind of get an idea. Yours may even have a spot on the inside to pour to. But right there where my hand's at, that's where you want to pour the water to. Go ahead and fill that up. And I'm using drinking water that we used for ice earlier. Grab yourself a paper towel or something and go ahead and just basically you're going to fill it in the middle there as a filter as you would at home. But you can buy filters for these things, or you can just be cool and be like a cowboy, whip out a paper towel and do what I'm doing here and get that in there. And just kind of trim it to fit. You're going to need a hole in the middle of it so that coffee can then perk up and drain down. I'll go ahead and get this squared away really quick here. All right, now, once you have that done, you can kind of see how that looks inside there. Looks like a coffee filter you have at the house. Go ahead and grab your coffee grounds. Now, typically, we use 2 scoops at our place when we make morning coffee. So go ahead and just grab yourself as many days as you're going to be out camping. Little Ziploc bag there. Fill it up and empty the contents of your Folgers or your whatever you use right into the filter right there that we just made. This is how you do cowboy coffee. Make sure to get it in all. All right. And make sure to move it around. Kind of just make it perfect. Remember, throw your trash away. Don't throw it on the ground. Be a respectful camper. All right, now you're going to take this part here. Once you have it all kind of squared away and flat and level in there, trying to pull up on the sides of that filter. Kind of see what that looks like. Just like you have at home, go ahead and just drop it down in your kettle. Straight down in there like that. Good, good. Go ahead and take your lid. Kind of see how it goes on. Fits right over that hole and fits down kind of snug. And then you put your lid on. Now you're ready to make some coffee. Go ahead and sit it there on the campfire. And now it's going to take a while, so just let it be. Start breaking down camp, or maybe start working on breakfast. If you got something else to do, it's going to take a hot minute. It's starting to percolate now. When you start to see that brown golden liquid start percolating like that, that tells you your coffee is ready. So we'll go ahead and grab some of this and we'll pour it up and we'll see how it tastes. As you can see, that color is perfect right there. Nothing better than a fresh, warm cup of coffee. All right, now that we got coffee going, let's get ready for breakfast. I'm thinking today, let's do some bacon, let's do some eggs, some provolone cheese, and an English muffin. That sounds like breakfast at camp. Let's get to cooking. All right, we'll go ahead and put down a couple strips of this thick bacon, applewood smoked bacon. We'll get that in the pan and cooking up for us. All right, we're going to give these a quick turn, getting them cooked right up. Go ahead and scramble up a few eggs while we're waiting on that bacon to cook. Get it together here. One more flip. Look, delicious. Let's go ahead and pull those off, get those drained, a little bit of that grease off. And of course, with all that delicious bacon grease in the pan, these eggs are going to be so tasty. All right, let's pull this bacon off and let's get into those eggs. Okay, we whisked those eggs up pretty good. Let's go ahead and get them in the pan. Let's get them frying up. Oh, and all that great bacon grease in there. Oh yeah, these eggs are going to be fabulous. Go ahead and get together a few here. Work them together, and it's time to build. Got ourselves a toasted English muffin from the fire. Put a couple of strips of bacon on here real quick. All right, we'll go ahead and get a second one going because I know I'm going to eat 2 of these bad boys. They're that darn good, and I'm a little hungry. It's a little chilly this morning. Even though it is early September up in Arizona, it's still a little chilly. Go ahead and grab some of these eggs here. Let's go ahead and flip them over one more time. Make sure we're good to go. They're looking good. All right, let's build it now. All right, we'll slap on a piece of provolone cheese. We're going to throw some of this egg right there on top. Get this going. Man, that does look pretty darn tasty if I do agree myself. Let's chow down. All right, guys, I'm going to sit back and enjoy this amazing sandwich I just made for myself. I'll probably eat both of those suckers, but I'm going to enjoy the view and this campfire and kind of take my time this morning getting together, tearing down camp and packing everything up. It was an amazing weekend here at the Forked Pine Campground just outside of Flagstaff, Arizona. If you want to check this place out for yourself, there is a link down below. And don't forget, all the things I used this weekend, the coffee kettle, the sleeping bed, and the tent, all those things you can also find on a link down below on my Amazon account. And yes, you will make me a nickel or two if you do buy those, but that's just your way of saying thank you for these great videos, Brian. So with that, guys, I will let you be, and I will see you next time around the campfire.